Welcome to Psi Divine. This is your first time. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to do a collective reading. See what kind of energy is out there. I pulled a couple of topic cards just to get things started. And I'll share what I got. I got gratitude, umbrella thought, and button pusher. So we'll see what type of messages are waiting for whoever needs to hear it. Now, I know the road looks really blurry. Hey, Eskimo. All right. So how does the road graphic look? Is it all crazy looking? Hello, everyone. I think it might put everyone to sleep, though. It looks sleepy to me. Just thought I'd start off with something different and relaxing. Vani. It looks like driving through a patch of fog. Okay, I mean, alright, on my TV it looks like a really bad GIF. They only let you upload a certain size, so that size, I'm always curious to know what it looks like everywhere else outside of a TV. I mean, on the iPad, it looks like a 3 megabit file. I'm going to step over that data. Okay. All right. I see Vani. I don't know if Vani's still sitting here waiting on that question to be answered about your husband. But I'm going to start with a collective reading first, okay? Just to warm up. I like to warm up. All right. I will leave that video playing for the collective read, and then I will get rid of that video for any yes or no questions. How about that? So let's see what's going on with gratitude, the button pusher, and new umbrella-like perception, new way of seeing things. Mm. Okay. Some of you are feeling more sensitive. And by sensitive, you're moving different. You're careful. You're cautious. You're at least more aware of how you see the others. Some of you are coming or walking away from a situation. Could be work. Could be relationship, because my rebound card is here. For some of you, there's a test. And it is the angel guide test. It's learning and unlearning. Now the test revolves around the one who pushes your buttons. Someone who pushes your buttons to the state of excess. At least that's what it was. It was excessive. For some of you, that button pusher was, maybe you didn't realize it, but could have just been someone who only knew one way to exchange data or communicate. Now, some of you are going to be, or should be, having gratitude, literally towards yourself. Gratitude towards yourself and your awakened state. And I don't mean modern day, the word woke. I mean aware. Looking around the room at all the other sleepwalkers, asking the questions, and you're no longer in the place where you're like asking the others directly anymore. You stopped asking the sleepwalkers why they're walking into walls. Why don't you understand time and change and logic? Some of you are in a place where you should be expressing gratitude towards yourself because you're focused. You're focused on your build. I mean, you're measuring twice and cutting once. Now, those of you who are walking in your gratitude, I don't know if you give a shit or not. Maybe you don't. Maybe you give no fucks. Vani, honey, if you keep going with me the way you went with your husband, I'd say you are a person who is slightly unstable. Back to the collective reading. Oh, Lord. And then look what pops out in my reading. Okay. All right, this is for everyone. It is collective. That's what it is. So, okay. Some of you are having relationship issues because you're stalking. Oh my God, you have energy and you could do great things with this type of focus. I mean, space program is looking for some great brains that can visualize space, outer space. There are a lot of great companies that are looking for a mind that could stay sharp, as attack focused, probably getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep at night type of dedication. That is button pushing. If there ever was such an energy, that energy could be provocative. It's very helicopter. Okay. Some of you are having a new experience, however long and drawn out it is. That experience has to do with change, the challenges that come with acceptance, the challenges that come with exiting the room with style and grace. Some of you are so locked in to a decision, it's no longer an inside thought. It's an outside. It's like you wear a t-shirt that's got all of your malfunctions screen printed or airbrushed on the front. Some of you are locked into someone who was codependent on things outside of your relationship, while certain people, somebody might have been codependent on just the relationship itself. It's like the bride whose greatest vision in life, greatest desire in life would be to walk down the aisle in a wedding dress. And literally, the thought of love has gone no further than such a thing. So after the dream is realized, why, I think it would be easy to conceive that the relationship would shrivel to bits and pieces because one has only conceived of an event, not the elements, the bits and pieces that one needs to have a steady, actual relationship, which might have been what the currently absent partner wanted. A different level of logic, not just to be a participant in someone's dream event. That is a think trap. If you have been seeing 4, or pay attention to when you see 4, you might be being a little bit emotional. Check yourself. Some of you have adopted a dangerous all or nothing attitude in relationships. Some of you might, I don't think it's some of you, I take that back. One of y'all thinks that you're having a relationship with a robot. And cycles, valuable cycles are expected. This is the energy of someone who has become entitled based on traditional behaviors, based on what parents did or the parental units. And it's almost like, anyone who would come into this one energy's space, they must fit into this frame of expectations, right? And that is a 7, which is controlling. It is, I don't even know how this works, but this is what I heard. Entitled to trust. But maybe we can flip that and it's a trust entitlement or the assumption. To me, it all just wraps back around into control. I expect you to behave a certain way. It's the energy of someone who can create an environment so uncomfortable that one feels like they need to lie to keep things going. It creates chaos. It builds resentment. And for the energy who is now absent a partner, is it possible that your selection from the beginning in partners wasn't strong enough to roll with those punches? The punches of expectation, the punches of chaos, the helicopter, the umbrella, if you will. It's almost like once someone got what they wanted, they became selfish or less involved. I suppose if you go hunting and you catch or harm, I don't know what the proper word is when you get what you want, but you get what you want on the hunt. I suppose you don't keep shooting at things once you've acquired what you've gone into the forest to get, right? So can this be the energy of one who acquired the love that they wanted, but forgot to fill the other one in on the fact that they were really furniture? Now, not IKEA furniture, probably something a little more glamorous than that. Is it possible that someone forgot to fill in their partner on their single use limitations? Someone had one goal. Once it was satisfied, well, I heard trampoline. So once someone felt used enough, I suppose, someone became caught in their feelings. Feeling used, even, perhaps. Someone feels like their time was robbed. Recognizing the power used against them in a relationship. Hi, Mina. For those of you who are new here, that is my dog in the background who is snoring like a whole human. Let's move on. Some of you are emotional at this time because you can't have closure. And it's not that you can't have it, it's that you refuse closure. And you're refusing to see things. Well, refusing to look at the big picture. For some of you, it is raining emotionally. And it could be raining because the person you want to conversate with or communicate with or have back, there's some type of blockage, denial, or they refuse to accept responsibility for what is undone at this time, whether it's your feelings or utility bills. Some of you are dealing with an ex, where you may not be referring to them as an ex just yet. Some of you are dealing with someone they just don't deal well with life malfunction. When things get difficult, it's tough for them. It's someone who wants to be needed in a different way. Needing, wanting someone doesn't always tap dance with controlling someone. All right, there's REM. That's me in the corner, in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you. Someone gave up. At this time, some of you have an opportunity to be cooperative. Why does that pop? Hold on. What? Somebody is holding up something. Somebody is holding up a process. I'm sorry to change tones. This was supposed to be calm and relaxing. I'm gonna try to bring it back. Okay. Oh, no, maybe not. I'm sorry. Hold on. Who's the wackadoodle? Okay, sorry about that. Hold on. Okay, somebody is holding up a process. I don't even want to look at angel cards on this. You need to move the fuck on. It's like, okay, there's like heated, uncomfortable, like, no, this isn't healthy. It's, okay, taking a breath. Someone is delaying the inevitable. Someone has convinced perhaps themselves that if they wait or stand still long enough, certain things will happen. This isn't a healthy energy. I hope nobody is engaging in chemical imbalances to soothe the savage beast. Remember, yesterday's reading had to do with beast, but that was for someone individually. Some of you, and I hope it feels like feminine energy here. Some of you are holding on, and you're holding on to someone who has their back turned. Are you holding on to someone who has selected a new world? Someone who, okay, there's whole ass looking out the front door, first of all. Alright, is there a feminine energy who is holding on to someone who is wasteful, disrespectful? Are you holding on to someone because of damage? Are you even awake enough to gather that data? And the problem is being afraid to stand on your own 2 feet because of money, perhaps public opinion. Some of you have trouble with the concept of being alone because you have some hardwired beliefs that come from old data, old parental, grandparental, great-grandparent parental, stone statue data. What I just heard is the message of being resourceful. Some of you have the ability to be resourceful and you're not. Are you? Are you making use of the brain? I hear a song about wasting time. Some of you are really waiting on logic. It is raining outside. Some of you have to accept that it's time to move forward. There are responsibilities that are greater than feelings, right? Some of you have decided you are going to wait until the end of time. And that's not healthy. It's really not. The opportunity to acquire closure is something you have to decide for yourself. But some of you are going to have I don't want to say some of you. One of you is really having trouble letting go. And you can't hang on forever. Period. I mean, I really keep getting the energy of needing to go talk to somebody. Counseling. Not a friend with an opinion. Counseling. Some of you, somebody really wouldn't be a bad thing. Because maybe another opinion would help you see the importance of counseling for 2 people, maybe. And if your person isn't even there to consider such things, maybe they can help you focus on bettering yourself and how you see the world around you. Because this is a space for spine strength, weathering the storm, and understanding that it's not a storm. It's really not. It's the unfortunate event that happens in love. It's understanding other people go through it and they survive, they get out of it, they let some shit go. Some of you are holding on for family reasons, but I'm sure there are a lot of doctors who would tell you that it's better for a child to be from a broken home than to be in a broken home. Some of you had dreams about what a family would be like. And if you maybe work yourself through this energy, get through the storm, the illusion. If you get through that, you can move forward towards something that would be more fulfilling. But you have to take your power back. You have to take control of self and mind back. Because once you take that back, you know, you get your power, you get your courage, you shift your focus, you're honest with yourself. Everybody experiences a period in life when they're insecure, afraid, unsure of what's out there. What does life hold for you next? And everyone goes through it. And you can get through it too. You kind of have to. If you want better health. Knight, swords. Yeah. At this time, there's no unity with your partnership, whoever this data was for. Your person isn't coming back around. You have an opportunity, though, to improve yourself, help yourself, focus on yourself. Take gratitude on the distance, at the distance, for the distance. Be grateful that you're not with the button pusher, that you're not being the button pusher. And it's an opportunity to see the world differently. It's an opportunity to go outside. It's an opportunity to get to know yourself. Some of you might be dealing with someone who isn't being responsible financially, and they have left. And to that I say, is it possible that you have legal options that you could be exploring? These are things that will help you move out of your feelings. Some of you give too much power to someone who was two-faced with you, sneaky. I don't know why I just got this, but I just saw a picture of someone like a high status, like, I don't know why, okay, I don't know who sings the song. Is it Lord Royals? I can't sing, so I won't sing that song to you. Someone, okay, I just saw an image of someone like royal, but they chose to love someone who was more common. And there was an attraction there of some sort. But for one person, it was lust motivated. For another, it was about power, connections. This feels like a different energy I'm reading now. Another situation here. Some of you are dealing with someone and you should be very careful of your feelings. Some of you are hoping to restore a period of bang, bang, bang. Another go round with someone. Someone who looks good but acts bad. Okay. Guys, be very careful. of looking at all new partners the same. I guess it's not, I guess I shouldn't tell you to look at others as furniture. Some of you are intense in your desires at this time. You may be obsessively focused. Okay. Some of you are excessively focused on someone. This excessive focus could be a lot of time alone in the bathroom or something. This is different data. Some of you are quietly in your feelings. Okay. Some of you are experiencing pleasure, or at least trying to, before life's pains come your way. Doesn't mean things falling apart, just stuff to do. Some of you used to be givers. You're not right now. Why not? This feels... Okay, I'm going to share it anyway, even though it's dirty. I felt the energy of someone who used to suck dick, but now they only give hand jobs, and they're not even that good. Moving on. Some of you are using sex to control somebody. Okay. Ooh, who is this? Hold on. It feels like someone using their sexual prowess to control others. Testing the weakness of others. Ooh, now I hear Elvis. Don't be cruel. Oh, somebody's... Okay. Wow. This feels like... Okay, I'm not going to say masculine or feminine. Could be masculine. Okay, masculine. I'm going to say it is masculine. One of y'all looks really... You're very attractive. You break some hearts. You're about to make an offer or considering an offer. Wow. Okay, I'm going to say over the next week, 2 weeks, be careful who you make an offer towards. Masculine. Be careful. I'm going to call this Fatal Attraction Rabbit Cooking Bitch Alert. Be careful. One of y'all is going to offer some dick to the wrong one. Please, okay. My intuition card is here. So, it's a choice. Okay, fellas, your intuition is available to you. I'm heating up right now, so I know that this is real. Be careful. One of y'all is going to offer some dick. Please be, yeah, okay, hold on. Clarify. Okay, one of two events is going to happen. It's the wrong one. This could be a Could be a setup even. Could be a setup. But I get like, it's not logical. So it's like making an offer towards somebody, right? You want to make things right, right? And you might be a little bit of a heartbreaker. You might have just put or walked away from somebody, or somebody just walked away from you, or you might have just dismissed the last bitch over toast or some shit. Like, it feels like, maybe, you're attractive, Playboy-esque energy. But I get thief, justice issues, finance, but somebody who feels, okay, I'm really trying to figure out how to say this without, like, this feels dramatic. It feels like somebody who feels bad about setting you up before they do it. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I asked the cards twice, was this happening to a male? And I get yes twice. But in the yes, I get a 0. So this is somebody new coming. This person is a bit of, could be a fantasy. They might just look real good, and someone you should deny access to, someone you should ignore. It's like you have the opportunity to rollerblade your ass out of the sea. I don't know why I went with rollerblading, but or skating. Okay, whatever. Guys, use your intuition. It's like you haven't. It's like you sense a question mark in the event, in the offer. It's like pussy with a question mark over it. Sorry. Yeah. And it'll be like an irresistible thought. Man, be careful, guys. Be careful, guys. Okay. I'm worried about y'all now. Anything else? Jesus Christ, who is this? Damn, this is, I don't like this. You guys, the road gif is so appropriate. Somebody's gonna catch you out. I don't know whose data this is. Don't be getting drunk around no bitch that you don't know. Don't let no bitch bring you no fucking drink that you don't know. If you didn't buy the bottle and watch that bitch pour it, your lips better not be on it. It is somebody seeking to block time, block you in, create a stop. It's a fake person coming from somebody, coming from a group of unsavory beings. This is emerge. Emerge is the word I get. I see, like coming around a wall or walking around out of nowhere, connections. This is it's pussy connected to something, pussy connected to power. Mm. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Mind trap again. Please. Umbrella, the umbrella, the umbrella. Shit. Sorry for the cursing, guys. Please be careful. This shit is a whole optical illusion. The fuck? If you travel or if you're thinking of renting some tail or something, I don't know how this happened. Fellas, it's not often I be giving y'all messages. Be careful who you let push your buttons. Those of you who recognize the moment, it'll be because you are paying attention. It'll be because you've seen the bullshit before. Ah, Eskimo. Well, maybe we're sensing some shit coming down the pipeline. Hope this isn't any other angel guides. Nonetheless, alright, Eskimo, are you planning on lacing some drinks? Should I be telling everyone to look out for you? Okay, everybody, no, don't take any drinks from Eskimo. She's got plans. You might start off with a glass of orange juice, wake up with a wet back and a sore ass. Well, that is definitely no movie line I'm watching. And I'm glad I don't have cable. Alright. If you guys need a question answered, we can talk about it. But you gotta be subscribed. Why are you drinking 5-hour energy to stay awake? What the hell? That's nuts. What are you doing? That's nuts. Whose ass are you trying to kick in the middle of the night? Who's in that much trouble? You need a 5-hour energy drink. Alright. I'm gonna put these away. And I hope that I answered Vani's questions. Or anybody who needed that reading. Be careful. Yeah. It's a crazy world out there. Alright. Enough with the emotional stuff, right? Hopefully you guys don't hear my zipper mashing. Well, since we're all in chaotic mode a little bit, I'll do a second one for the ladies, since that was for the guys. Just for the ladies. I heard the word sidestep. Sidestep. Magic Mania. Bitter Bitch Brew. And Reincarnated Repetition. 10 days is what I sense. Chicken Boy. Why would you pick that name? Now I'm hungry. Chicken sounds delicious. Okay. Chicken Boy, I'll answer your question in a second. Magic Mania. Bitter Bitch Brew. Reincarnated Repetition. 10 days. Coming your way for the ladies. Oh shit. I am reading the cards by the pictures right now. I feel like I need to. Ladies, be very mindful of the lazy bum you might be paying attention to. Be mindful of offers from bums. Ooh. Naturally, the devil has to come out, right? Of course. Ladies, maybe 10 days, over the next 10 days, be mindful of the one who may be looking at your value financially. You might have somebody who's trying to figure out how to come at you. Ooh. Ladies, be mindful of... Okay. I know my lady guides in this room got their shit together. On special levels, right? My ladies in here, my goddesses, your shit is good. Wait, you're good, you're good. Be very mindful of someone coming in one of y'all's direction. He know you good too, girl. You will know him. You will know him because of the way he talks. Background checks wouldn't hurt nothing. It feels like the energy of somebody selling you a dream. Haha, but it's a pipe dream. Ooh. Somebody thinks you're weak. Now I hear the Oscar Mayer theme song. Who's eating a bologna sandwich? What is this? My bologna has a first name. Is someone named Oscar? Yeah. Somebody knows you can afford steak. And they expect it. Now I hear Rihanna, bitch better have my money. I'm an ass. I'm looking at this ring and I'm like, okay, it's almost like I feel like I want to give one of you ladies out there some advice as you climb the corporate ladder towards the gigantic cesspool of success, fame, whatever. You're gonna have to start, well, maybe not start, but you have to move into the mode where you're thinking like the others. And it's making hard cuts, tougher decisions, understanding that some want to fuck you, some want to fuck you over. Some want to cuddle with you on your couch. Some are bitches who have penises. As you acquire money, wealth, things, greatness, you must be mindful of the magic stick that's really attached to a chick. And I don't mean like me in my videos. I mean like, a guy that is envious. And it's like, the bitter bitch brew is something I wrote like it's a resentment that builds over time. The closer they get to you. Now I hear the song, the closer they get to you, the more you let them see. And as they see more, they feel like they don't like you. They don't like you. Or they can't compete, or they want to bring change to your world. It will slow you down. Angel guide. So, angel guides. This is y'all's card. You do have a reincarnated energy of distraction coming your way. 10 days, 2 weeks. It's an energy you've already dealt with. You have value in this, and it didn't work. It didn't work before. It didn't work before. Somebody felt used. Somebody acted out. It's very selfish. So now they see your glow up, your boss up, your improvements in life. They see that you might have done something ridiculous, like move on or walk forward. How dare you? Aren't you standing in one spot waiting for them to pay attention to you? Don't be ridiculous. This is a test of willpower. Ooh. Some of you will be having to make a choice between happiness and magic sticks. Hot, fiery magic sticks. Ladies. So if the stick is good, Motel 6 will give you a discount on your AAA if you bring in your AAA cards for towing. Ladies, this isn't in the house stick. If you know who I'm talking about, I would take it to a motel instead of letting it see new things you're acquiring. It's a test to recognize furniture versus friendship and fuck toy. They're not all the same thing. Somebody wants you to be their whole fucking mama. I'm good. Sugar mama, perhaps? Is that what we're doing? Sugar mama should still take certain sweets to the motel. Don't let it lay all up in your house and use the towels and And I would suggest doing that as I'm looking at these. Now I would say do it not just to keep church and state separate. Do it for happiness. Do it for, if you notice back there is a bridge. It's a bridge. Then there's happiness, and you notice, your abundance. The barbecue, the good stuff is right here, right? Got your drinks. You got your sausage du jour, if that's the deal. Whatever it is, everything is in its place. Rightful place. Everything in its place. And a place for everything. For some reason, I feel like the need to say another reason to do this is state of mind. A visual message that may be more understood than expecting someone to be respectful with your feelings, or somebody who made you furniture. It's an act of lady balls. Some of you need to give back what you gave. Hate to say that. I know nobody will agree with me. But for some of you, chaos lives in you towards somebody who brought their wang into your situation. Some of you are going to get an opportunity to give it back. And for some of you, it'll be an opportunity to give back For some of you, it'll be an opportunity to give back the pump and dump energy that this person might have left you with. Who is this? I do not advise giving back pump and dump energy. It is still putting your energy into it. Ladies, if you choose to go this route, case of rum, case of rum, que sera, que sera. I hope that's not how you choose to do things, because there is karma to pay for wasting your time, ladies. But if it makes you feel better, do that shit. The journalist and the snake are here, so as far as I'm concerned, if I don't think all situations apply, but if it's just going to be like, I'm not going to go out with you, I'm not going to see you anymore, or something like that, go for it. But if you're done, be done. If you're choosing to engage, understand, here's an opportunity to engage with bitter bitch furniture. Good Lord. Okay. Yeah. Some of you are trying to call a truce. Some of you are hoping for logic in this return wang. You're hoping, or they are hoping to make things right on something that had fizzled out. Has fizzled out, should fizzle out. Oh, okay. For this bitter bitch brew. For some of you, you're going to know who I'm talking about because they're going to be contacting you trying to make up. And it won't even be like a real, legit, respectful make up. It's really going to be just, it's really going to be on some gamey. It's going to be gamey. It's going to be gamey, right? What they're really trying to do is see if you're still alive and can they use you for a pincushion for an hour or two. They will be gaming you. So ladies, adjust yourselves accordingly. Everything's coming out as a choice. Does the build work? Does the build work when it comes back around, especially when you know the value of it or the worthlessness of it? This can be what I just sent as I'm looking at the card. For some of you, the erection is not worth it. It's not worth the build anymore. Some of you are looking for something with a little bit more chest hair. There. I said it. I felt it. I'm sorry. Oh, some of you are moving on and on and on and on. This may be sparking the bad girl nature in some of you. Oh. Hold on. Somebody got, the fuck? Somebody got some bad advice on it. How to. One of y'all is dealing with a masculine who got a lot of his advice from a bitter parent or like because the matriarch is here. So this could be a masculine who's operating off of grandma data. It's the data of someone who's kind of been taught how to sabotage. Sorry to hit the mic. It's the data of someone who's been taught how to run from stress, Don't look at the big picture. What big picture? The know-it-all who is also the never there. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely the one not to get pregnant by. Some of you want something deeper, stronger, longer lasting. And you're going to have to decide coming up very soon. Do you want, do you want relationships that work or something as temporary as bubblegum? Don't get me wrong, bubblegum is sometimes fun to chew on. Other times, as you get older, you realize you cannot build a house with bubblegum. I don't know what okay. I heard about paying somebody's cell phone. What is that, Data? Is one of y'all paying somebody's cell phone bill or something? Remember, the Bitter Bitch Brew and the Magic Stick is truly a competitor. This was the masculine energy who probably had more feminine interaction growing up than masculine. Okay. It's a lot of user energy. And it's tough because it feels like the user energy going on around whatever's going on with y'all. All of us, shit. It feels like the energy of, now I hear Beastie Boys, ill communication. Like people who don't know how to communicate very well. People who didn't learn how to argue with logic or not take every little fucking thing to heart. It's like the energy of wanting to fuck someone, but knowing if you say the wrong thing, body parts shrivel up or other places dry out. It's confusion. It's confusion that is repetitive. You dealt with it already. Some of you are, yeah. You have a choice. When you have all the knowledge of what it is, you have a choice to repeat a cycle or to be two ships passing in the night. Good luck, ladies. All right. I'm done with that data. It's repeating. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You were talking about what? Quality control. Oh. Oh. Well, bravo to you then. That's the start of any decision. Start of the turning point. Well, good for you. The awareness really is. Gratitude can start there. Yeah. So, high five to you, quality control. High five. A little gratitude for you. There's probably some nice IKEA bookshelves on sale. And you know, there's some estate sales too. You know, sometimes, divorced Wang isn't the worst kind of furniture either. Wow, as I'm talking, let me shut the fuck up. Don't forget. See, the card wanted to make you feel guilty also while you're furniture shopping. Hello, Desiree. Moose. Just don't go shopping in Big Lost Falls area. Hello, SS lady. I need to sit back because my boobs keep hitting the table with the mic. Sorry about that. All right, well, before I log off, did you ladies need readings or something? Since y'all just hopped on in, let's see what's going on out there. Curious fish. Curious fish. Curious about choices, how you see things, divine vision. Oh, and that gooey thing. This gooey stuff, is this what I'm hanging out for? Oh. It's worth noting, though, these two are here, so. If you are new here, that is not a human in the background sleeping. That is my dog. Who only does this when I start filming. Anyways. Moose. Hold on. This is impossible for me. Moose. Stop. You are annoying. Okay. Vinny, I tell you what, I answer your question. Super chat me. Super chat me because I don't believe that I should continue helping you because you might, that's crazy, yo. It's crazy, yo. Vinny, scooting up. Type that shit one more time. Type that shit one more time. I'm going to have to take you out of the chat. I'm going to take you right on out the chat, my dear. Please stop. If you want to find out about what's wrong, what's going on with you directly, I'll answer questions about you. I cannot answer any more questions about your husband, dear. Sorry. You're kind of, yeah. Gotta stop. Gotta stop. And yes, my dog is sleeping so hard. He went right back to sleep. And done. Many apologies to everyone else in the chat. Desiree. Oh, are you the feminine I was just reading? Could have been. Moose. Desiree, you want to know about your person? Maya, I'm doing yes or no questions. For general reads, because they take so long. Yeah, those are a little more difficult to do. Okay. Desiree, your person is... Are they genuine with you? Are they genuine about you? Yes, but you may be part of more than one situation. 3, but might be more than. Or maybe they're just still keeping their eyeballs open, still seeing what they can get away with. Divinity's at the bottom of the deck, though. And you had a second question. Is your person playing this? So I think they're keeping options open and looking. I don't think they're active, but perhaps just open if the right situation came along. They do have cheating potential, though. Cheating potential is there, but for one of y'all, this is going to be, well, for both of you, I see lessons of awareness. Hope that was helpful, Desiree. Ooh. So which one of y'all got rebound energy, Desiree? One of y'all is still running off, one of you is still running off the fuel of rebound energy. And one of y'all is really just supposed to be testing, observing, controlling your environment, recognizing the challenge. recognizing that you might be an option, and that's not what you want. So I feel like if your person is saying that they're serious, or you're getting that impression, you haven't asked enough questions. You haven't asked enough questions about your person's thoughts and how their thoughts connect to their behaviors. What are their feelings on certain things? I feel like you don't have all the data on that person anyway. Hello, Serenity Breeze. Hope that's helpful, Desiree. All right. SS Lady. Is it writing you should be focused on for self-employment? What SS Lady? Find great financial success. Do I need to break that card down for you? Miss Lady? I hope not. I think you got that right. You're welcome, Desiree. You're welcome, Miss Lady. SS Lady, don't let go of it. Don't let go of that. That's a part of your gift. From lifetimes ago or something like that. It's a part of your awakening, your illumination process. I would say awakening, but that's not the word I felt coming out. So I went with elimination. That's what I was feeling. Yeah, it's up to you to take action on it. Or keep denying it, I guess. Keep lying to yourself about it. Or not enough love for it. Or worried you won't be loved. When that shouldn't even, it's not even a part of how that works. Okay. Hello, Crystal. There is no list. Take your energy as I see the question. Or I delete your question depending on how often you spam the chat with it. Quality Control and Texas Ranger. Jesus, Texas Ranger, that's a lot. The way you wrote that. Did the person... Hold up, wait a minute. Did the Leo you're dealing with fall for you despite being in a relationship that you didn't know about? Were they cheating with you? Were they cheating on a significant other with you? And we won't use the words fall for you because That's some gooey, sticky, wishful Cinderella in the Castle word shit. Because the answer is no. Did they fall for you? I can tell you what this was. It wasn't. They didn't fall for you. Yeah, okay. They hooked up with you. They exchanged energy with you because you was down with the get down. It was convenient. Right. So one of you wanted a union and the other had desire. So while there may have been attraction, they were coming. You're both coming from two different directions. So what ended up happening is somebody was lying. You were getting an experience. That person saw you as a bit of a challenge. So part of the way they have other things in their life might be to lie. That the person you're thinking about is not, they're like, they're a person that does their dirt by their lonely. So yeah, cheater. Could be a cheater. They are less driven and they want what requires the least amount of energy. They could be on and off, very two-faced, sneaking around on someone, impulsive. They may have the ability to become a bully or turn on you suddenly if you threaten the comfort of their other life. While simultaneously in their other life, well, both of y'all are doing it because you are in, you want what you want. So you guys cross paths, something gets created, and while, it may be as good for one, it may not be for the other, right? Okay. Cycles of bad behavior. Well, another cycle. So somebody enjoys, oh, three of them. Why not? Somebody's living a life of ego. What can be said here? It's the one who is genitally driven. Okay, well, I can tell you one or both of y'all is stalking each other, peeking, looking. I don't know why you'd want this process anyway. Like, this was a lesson to learn from. Period, point blank. I'm putting these cards away. Whoever, okay, it's making love out of nothing at all. It's being somebody's puppet. It's accepting somebody lying to you if it feels good. If it feels good, do it. If it feels like something that doesn't make sense, maybe you shouldn't. Quality control. I'm like Michael Jackson in this bitch. We're going to be making up words along the way. Some of the readings are genitally enhanced. Shamon. Sometimes I am going to make up words because it's fun. Genitalia enhanced readings. All right, let's move on. Quality control. Andrea, I'll answer you after quality control. I don't know what you think successful is. It's a variable statement, but the answer is yes. Moving on. Andrea, what is your Virgo guy's intentions with you? Andrea, are you still here? What's your person's intentions towards you? All right, Andrea, what was the Virgo's intentions towards Andrea? Well, there would have been a test. What is or was? Someone had some shy issues, but there was a test in this person, an opportunity to see the other side of self or the potential for good or bad relationships. Whatever the test involved or the awareness of self that you experienced, whatever it was, like somebody didn't want the chase or it wasn't up for the chase. But I get sensitivities here twice. So the sensitivity can be really just being shy. It can be someone who doesn't talk because they don't know how to express themselves. Loner energy is here again. Somebody, okay, that card doesn't belong in this deck. Okay, this card doesn't belong in the deck, but it's the Union card. I'm going to put that there. Okay, whatever it is or was excessive. Did somebody... Is it possible that there wasn't proper communication in this situation? Broken conversations, chasing someone or wanting someone. But wanting somebody who is emotionally a ball of yarn. I don't know why I saw that. A ball of yarn unraveled. It's someone who suddenly became aware of not wanting to be in a situation. Someone's secrets coming out. Someone not wanting a secret to come out. Someone who wanted your sympathy or wants easy sympathy. Someone who doesn't... Your person wanted someone who doesn't ask questions. It's weird though, because it's like, doesn't ask questions, hiding something. Whatever it is, fucks with the head. Somebody has bad fixed focus or habit. Oh, or both of you guys have some mental issues. Fair enough. Both of y'all are overthinking shit at the same time. How about that? Both of you are sensitive. I just thought this was one really sensitive person, but it isn't. The card of divinity and ego is here. So it's like talking yourself out of doing shit. It's almost, I don't believe in the twin flame stuff. But this is like, whoever this person is, you knew them in a past life. Without question. Whoever you're thinking of was. And it feels like a situation where two people have depression issues or have thought about something to the point of like mental break. But you're thinking about the same thing. It just feels like the energy of like the parent. This is on Dave Chappelle, yes. Dave Chappelle's skit. The parent trying to figure out how to get closer to their teenager, and they're both in two separate rooms in the same house smoking weed, trying to figure out how to get closer to each other. But you're both doing the same thing. Well, the test is here again, and it's in reverse. A lot of tests taken. If you choose to. Otherwise, you can be a carpet. You can continue to be a foot rug. You can continue. I mean, like, both of y'all are doing the same thing. And it goes on and on and on. It goes on and on. I don't know why. It just does. Hold on. What's the secret? The secret is what influences your person. Very self-serving, codependent, something. Something you'd rather keep, something your person would rather keep to themselves. They presented a false version of themselves to you. Could be addiction. Could be dependence like children or family. Whatever it is, it costs money. And it requires their time. It's something they have to deal with a lot. Routine. It's something that holds them back. It would be trouble, or you could make trouble if you knew. Or you would want, or something you would expect them to end or move away from. And it controls their behavior. There's a chemical addiction of some sort, perhaps. Oh, he's bipolar. You think he's bipolar? I don't think he's bipolar. I don't think it's bipolar. Unless you mean like down there, bipolar. Her and her and her, bipolar. I don't get the sense of crazy. I get the sense of doing what you're letting him do. I don't know. if you if you put your most if you put a beautiful glass vase on a table and I walk over and swipe it off on the floor, and you put another one there and I swipe that one too, I mean, we could just go on forever, is what I'm saying. We could go on forever, or at some point you could throw me out so I can't destroy your stuff, right? You could end it if you want it, but it's got to be a choice. Otherwise, it's Carpet City. Your person controls you with their behavior. They're not stupid. Yeah, for them, the successes in life come from being excessive. And that's how they slow things from growing or having to, how can things grow if they're not around for any type of steady growth? You know what I'm saying? It's like seeing an old friend again. But that's how they control things. They look honest, look good, act bad, but leaving things a little bit undone allows them to return. It's game. It's game that they cheat like that. It's game because you accept it. It's the lesson you're not. How many times you want to take that? That's your lesson. How many times? And it's not even data it's not, I didn't say a fucking thing you didn't already know. Real talk. Whole read was data you already had. So it's up to you, but the test comes out in reverse, which says you're not going to take it. So if the bang, bang, bang is that great that you can wait every couple of months for it, girl, I hope you're taking pictures. Shit. But remember, you said your person, he has gambled ever since you met him and still does. Well, his gamble is, you're gambling too. You're tolerating this. My card of logic. Logic, ladies. His connections are your connections. The longer you keep that person in your life, his karma is your karma. And right now you're wondering, you're unhappy, da 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 da. They might be feeling that way too right now. But one of you has to be, one of you has to be the adult in this situation. One of you has to be the adult here. One of you has to be the adult, and then the adult has to realize maybe that was furniture. Maybe that wasn't the king, and that maybe he doesn't belong in the castle with me. Perhaps that was a glorified IKEA bookshelf, footstool, bar stool. He's muscular and built nice. Okay, so it's good looking furniture. Listen, if you can protect yourself and protect your body and protect your heart and your feelings, I'm the last person to tell you to don't fuck with the furniture. I would never say that. That would be a very egotistical thing for me, of all people, to say. So I won't. I will say if you can leave your feelings out of it, do your thing, but it's community dick. Make no mistake. That is community dick. And if you know you're sharing, then sharing is caring. Boop. Say if he looks good, make him do things. Doesn't hurt so bad when you flip the roles, but if you know that that's destructive and they've promised you time and energy, that's not what they're going to give you. They're not giving you that. Sharing is caring. What? Listen, if you know it's furniture, I would like to think there isn't anyone in this room who has ever felt the desire to make out with a bookshelf. You liked it, you looked at it, you showed your friends, you probably took pictures of it, you did it for the gram. You enjoyed it, right? It has its function, it has a purpose. It decorates the room real nice. And look, I can put stuff on it. It has function, that's clear. So I do not put a book on the shelf and then slide my tongue across the side of it and then take it to dinner with my friends and marry it and make children with it. Hello, it's furniture. I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm just saying. If you know it's furniture, then there are no feelings except the ones that accompany the hour or two that he's hanging out. And then you take back your power and cut the fucking strings. And you be nice and you offer him a bottle of water. And then you tell him how to hit the corner before the street light, hard left. I will call you next week. You moved to Vegas for an IKEA. Thank you, Chicken Boy. It sounds really nice when we say it that way. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the way you wrote that. You learned a lot. I can dig it. I can dig it. See, it's clean, and I don't think that this conversation will hit the YouTube algorithms. I'm trying to keep it clean. Bookshelf, furniture. You were a book on the side? Oh. Oh. Well, now you both were probably choosing that position. And are you a guy, Texas Ranger? You're probably a guy, huh? You a guy? You dude. You don't know where to put your emotions. You're welcome, Andrea. Oh, you're female. Okay. Okay, so it was a bookshelf or... Okay, I get it. Well, Your emotions don't belong on the IKEA bookshelf. They're very heavy. They, gosh, probably better off in a safe until you find the right one to share them with. So you probably are looking for more of a gun safe as a permanent place for your feelings. But no, we should not put our feelings on the IKEA bookshelf. I think everybody in this room can agree on that, right? The bookshelf will, however, successfully hold the largest plate of Swedish meatballs. I'm sure it will handle that ever so well. However, your feelings deserve something better than the shelf that has extra screws left over when you're done putting it together. You know the Texas. I like how you're writing this shit. You don't engage with other bookshelves if they already have. You're not that kind of gal. Well, I won't say anything about that. I don't think it's good to engage with other bookshelves either. Unless it's Denzel Washington. Then fuck that shit. Touching the bookshelf, borrowing it, taking it home, dropping it off at a couple of the other ladies' house. I'll wash the bookshelf off before I drop it off at y'all house, ladies. Some bookshelves, I'm sorry. Just keeping it 100. Where do you meet someone of quality that isn't furniture? And hey, Texas Ranger, I see you laughing. The Swedish meatballs at IKEA are the business. I'm not ashamed to say that. They're delicious. With a little barbecue sauce. Delicious. Ah, you're expensive and amen. Oh, goddess. Thank you, Texas Ranger. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. See, you gotta have that custom-made bookshelf. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta have like the matching furniture around it, and yeah, the right one gotta have that crown molding around the edges of the ceiling, so you know it's refined. You know it's real. You may result to theory. Look at it. Yes, Eskimo. Let us know where the line begins when you're done. Okay, you want to know where do you meet someone of quality that isn't furniture? Well, first, he ain't at the club. And he's probably not on a dating app. Although it is fun to join them and troll. I'll stop there. Uh, you gotta go places where the good guys are at. Or, ladies, hate to say this, but maybe some of you are just too strong for a readily assembled bookshelf. Some of you have mastered the art of saying no. And he ain't on SoundCloud. Oops. No, the bookshelf may not be on SoundCloud either. Yes, that is very correct. Let the church say amen. Uh-huh. And woman. So yeah, that's you're correct, Texas Ranger. That's deep, because I have a SoundCloud account. And I know it's there, so you got heard. You got heard on 10 different levels. And yes, art is great for the emotions. We're experts. Yes. Where do you find someone of quality, though? Ladies, you got to think quality. There's different places for higher levels of interactions with people. Like there's a certain mind grade at the club. There's a certain mind grade at work. There's a certain mind grade that works at the Fortune 500 building across the street from you. There's a million different ways to skin the cat. Let's say, and I'm sorry, how is a pun right there, skin the cat? I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and get, I was about to say some ill shit. Hold on a minute, y'all. This is just a clove, not anything else. Cigar. Okay. Now I'm giving y'all some old stripper data. If you're looking for high quality men, let's say, here's an example. I'm not telling you exactly where to go. Example on how to think for what you want. Let's say you work at a nice company, right? Deferify. Defer the cat. I like that one too. All right. Let's say you work at a really nice company, right? It's on one side of the block, maybe 1, 2, 3 blocks over. Could be across the street. There's a Fortune 500 company. It's high end. It's really nice. Maybe it's one of those super nice buildings where they have lunch rooms in it. Homework, research. You and your girlfriend, not the loudmouth bitch at work, the quiet one, because you got to know one or two. The quiet one, take your friend and you guys go over and have lunch in the nicer building. And you do it once a week until somebody realizes that I seen you last week. What do you ladies do? Oh, we work at yada yada yank yank. Fill in the blanks with stupid absent data. Fill in the blanks. Casual conversations. What do you do here? Blah blah blah. Oh, I blah 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 blah. And before you know it, you got a fucking friend. The work that could go into putting yourself into different tax bracket categories. The work that you would put into doing that will be a lot less than the 18 years that you lose letting the wrong one knock you up, thinking that it's love and it ain't. So there's other ways to deferify the cat. If that helps. But you gotta really look at your environment. If you don't see yourself around those energies in 20 years, why the fuck are you dating in that circle? Why are you fucking in that circle? If you have a quiet friend or family member and they know how to dress really nice, the world is coming back strong, nice and strong. There'll be some high profile events that you can go to. Maybe there's a golf event coming to a town nearby. You don't have to bang one of the golfers, but go have drinks or go watch. Get tickets to a golf event. And be quiet and just observe the energy. Learn how to move in that type of energy. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe you're fucked up like me. I like guys who look bad, but they're not bad. But they look really bad, but they're not. I like guys who look slightly dangerous, but you're not truly dangerous. But you look it. You might be. You could be. Oops, maybe you are. Good girls like bad boys. I'm a bad girl. I like bad boys. So I might find y'all are gonna trip. I might go to like one of those car racing events. They're just riding around in a circle. I'm not naming anything further than that. But I might go into that environment because I like a certain look. I know what I like. I like the guy who like wears a shirt, but underneath he's got all these weird nutty tattoos. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You have problems, man. What's all of that? And what's the skull? What the fuck? Oh God, this is disgusting. I don't even like guys like you. Ugh. You have no future whatsoever. Take your pants off. I know what I like. So maybe you need to be in places where your element, your desired element exists. And you will have to be the one who learns to initiate conversation. Ooh, Texas Ranger. Wine and cheese tasting. Ooh, hello. Okay, Miss Fortune 500. She coming in with the Rolls Royce suggestions. Sorry, I was talking Subaru hatchback. Let's all talk to Texas Ranger. I was Subaru hatchback. Miss Texas Ranger rolling up in the Rolls, double R. I'm feeling you. I feel you. Texas Ranger. Defining good girl. For me, I don't party, I don't hang out. I'm quiet. But I'm a good girl who's also bad. So I'm also the exact same person that'll go to the strip club and touch strippers and get thrown out. Sorry, she can jiggle her booty in my face and I'm gonna touch it. It is wrong. I can't help it. I'm sorry. So I'm a good woman. I love being like a wife type. I pamper my dog to the point it's bad. I'm I'm very nurturing. But flip side, I also like whips and chains. And I like the sound of men screaming. Throw a whip at your back. I own equipment that goes in dungeons. I own equipment to electrify your butthole. I'm different. I'm different. But I'm also really nice and sweet. I'm a Gemini. We're all super nice and sweet until ... Have I been married? Yes. And I'm sure the next question will be, well, bitch, why are you single? And the only word I can tell you is cancer. So, you were a stripper. Cars are a depreciating asset. Amen, Texas Ranger. I would go for the penthouse too. So, yeah. So as good as we can be, it is key to have a a state of awareness with your chaos. And the world is changing. I see that through you guys. I see that listening to you guys. So I learn a lot doing you guys' readings. About myself and about you guys too. And the absence of fathers in the home made it real difficult for people to know what stable relationships look like, feel like. So it looks to me like a lot of women are out there with champagne dreams, desires for things that your partner can't give to you because they haven't been taught. They haven't been taught to respect it. Oh, all y'all Geminis, okay. You were not a stripper long enough to claim it. One night is enough. Chicken boy, what's everyone's opinion on age gaps? Guess it depends on the age gap. And I think maturity goes without. I think you could be mature and be young. You could be immature and be old. Why, chicken boy? Are you interested in older women or something? You curious about that? You were as a stripper by proxy. What the hell does that? Who are you stripping through? I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that. I mean, if you? I guess if you like helped scoop up the dollar bills and turn them around and face them and straighten them out on a good night, okay, yeah, okay, I guess. You can't afford champagne dreams. You don't want it. Now, see, Texas Ranger, I would like to be rich enough to be a sugar mama. I ain't even gonna lie. Why lie about it? I would love to be a sugar mommy. I think that would be fun. I'm not saying I can afford it. I'm just saying if I could, I would. Well, see now. Yeah, the man-child stuff, sure. But then there's the Madonna whore. They might want to fuck you at first, but later on down the line, you become too close of a reminder to their real mother, and then their dick don't work the same. So there's going to be things to deal with, but if you were a sugar mommy, it would be like leasing a sports car, right? So after like the 2 or 3 year lease, you can return it back to the lot, upgrade. You were, oh, chicken boy. Well, okay. That's an interesting gap. Y'all was fucking a lot, huh? You were furniture. Uh, but you know what? I gotta tell you, I'm not offended by the age gap relationships because it teaches you about being a man. Ideally, you get the experience of having different levels of conversation, and somebody who's gotten over a lot of their feminine ego has been dealt with. I think. I could be wrong. Okay. And no, you don't. Oh, like, ooh. Well, I did see the pictures of August's equipment and furniture. Furniture. It's furniture. And I think she really enjoyed the furniture. I can imagine at her age, Will Smith is cute, but there's some freaks. They some freaks. They're freaks. And I mean, it would take, gosh, I don't believe in monogamous relationships. So I kind of get where they're going. I get what they were doing. The problem is when you're dealing with someone so young and impressionable, there's a lot of misunderstandings and hurt feelings. And she was probably spending way too much time talking. They probably spent way too much time with their clothes on. Furniture gets confused. And I'm not calling you furniture per se, but kind of. Chicken boy. It's a little furniture. But it's an opportunity for everyone to learn and stuff. You're a feminine sign. You don't need lovers thinking. You're not their mom. I didn't say nothing about that part. I didn't say nothing about that part. The greatest exchange I see in an older younger relationship is the sex and the energy. The energy exchange of someone excited to be with somebody who's sexually open and comfortable. Texas Ranger, right. So he needed to be with an older woman so she could teach him how to use that equipment, to be fair about it. I know it sounds like gnarly, but maybe he's a better lover for it now. Maybe he understands the value of hurting someone's feelings. Maybe he won't make somebody else furniture. Maybe, maybe not. Will Smith, yeah. So those are two people who probably do better when their partners or fans, when their partners have that glow and sparkle in their eye. And don't feel bad, chicken boy, you was furniture. You was probably getting some good sex. It's probably getting some good stuff. But think about the long of it. Haha, I made another funny. No, but think about the long term of the situation. Is that no matter how much you love that person, would you have done well when it was time to grow old and change her diaper? Would you have stayed true to the game and only wanted that person, even after the wrinkles and the gray coochie hair? And yes, there will be gray coochie hair. Yep, there's gray coochie hair. Would you be there for that? And if you wouldn't be there for that, oh my God, the faster you break up, the better, or the faster you accept the furniture exchange. That's great too. She's like, she has the value of like the potty seat for you, moving into relationships with other women, how to talk to us, how to be with us. I think certain older women, younger guy exchanges are very valuable, especially if you don't really have a lot of experience with women. within limitation, though. Nothing illegal. Let me say that. Let me say that. Because a lot of women go for older men. Trying to find somebody like daddy or find your daddy. Whatever. And, Krista, did you need a question answered? Rain Rose, being lonely is not painful if you have stuff to do. Fill your life up with things that are about you, make you happy. Where's your art? Collect, there's pets that will love you 24 hours a day. While you are waiting, while you're giving yourself time and space to be picky and selective and choosy, whatever. Occupy your time. Boredom is the kill shot. Boredom is the kill shot, always. So find something to do that puts you in places of others. Volunteer. Volunteer at a hospital if they still let that go on during this time. Is doctors all trapped in one place? Girlfriend. Girlfriend. It's like the reverse strip club. It's like the reverse of the dating apps. But the biggest sacrifice would be my future goals. Oh! Yeah, chicken boy. Jeez. Yeah, chicken boy, that is a huge role. I do not ever suggest any man bouncing in and out of a woman's life when she has kids. And I think that you shouldn't be more than furniture if she has kids. I have hard opinions on that shit. I don't think there should be replacement daddies in the house. Period. I think mom dating and all that stuff is one thing, but there's so many variables to, like, where the fuck your head is at when you choosing a woman who has multiple children. What's your focus? Because there are plenty of guys who get with that woman because they're looking at the kids. I mean, I don't know all the details of the situation, but I don't agree with that. And I'm a product of that fucked up type of environment where you're bringing in new loves that are taking your attention away from your children, depriving them of important moments because she's trying to be satisfying to you. Furniture. Furniture. I think to make you anything else but furniture is confusing, it's damaging. It teaches the daughters to value dick over family. And I'm not saying you're just dick. You're not. You're a whole human being and your feelings are valid. But some things shouldn't be mixed. And now you're not there. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but who's next in line? Maybe you were the last good guy. To me, that's all just like, ugh. If she couldn't figure out relationships were tough after the first kid, I think it's teaching very hazardous lessons, and it's teaching a very dangerous codependence. Good Lord. she cheated with the wrong, okay. So she was looking for attention. So I'll tell you how that story ends. As her daughters mature and they start to look as good as she looks, they become her competitors. They become competition under the roof. And she will treat them as competition, as the queen bee of any hive does. Especially the queen bee that has no king bee. She will attack it. She will attack what she feels is dangerous to her or competitive. And they only have to exist to be seen as competition. Right. She's a runner and a track star. Right. So one day, the muscles become wrinkles, creases. One day, the guy that likes her is being a little too friendly with the 16 or 17-year-old who's simply walking through her own home in short clothes. Mother sees that. Mother recognizes the maturity. It becomes a problem. And if there's multiple girls, one of them, if not all, become competition. Probably two become competition. And one takes the total L and goes within and has the emotional issue. She's probably the psychic who watches and tries not to interact. So I just said it. Okay. And that's why guys shouldn't fuck women who have multiple children. And if you just have to do it, keep your dick out of the house. The motel is like $30 to not damage somebody. $30 and you power drill the fuck out of her till the morning. You curb stomp that pussy. And then you drop her off. And you leave it. Because that's what she wants. She wants the attention. But the damage doesn't have to happen. And it's fucked up because it doesn't matter whether you're there or not. The damage is going to happen. Because that's what happened to her. Mm-hmm. Sorry you had to go through all that. I grew up in a household like that where I became competition. And you're just living in your home. And it's fucked up. It makes it hard to have relationships with women, period. Because there's always that concern. Like, okay, you'll like me for a little while until you think I look better than you. And the daughters will pass it on if it goes unchecked. And then if mom doesn't get her head straight and get married to someone for life, she runs the risk of being a hoarder. And I'm not even joking about that. They don't talk about that shit on that show. And it's the bad parent who's pushed everyone away. And they keep going until everyone moves away. And then they're angry. Be careful of that. Gotta be careful of that. She starts collecting things. She starts collecting bodies and dolls. And she needs the space filled up with something. The empty space needs to be filled. So I'm not against the learning exchange that happens between older and younger to some extent. As long as people are, 20 and over, I think it can be a equally satisfying exchange with logic. Absent of logic, confusion, expecting you to step in as the daddy. Trying to replace what was lost, trying to make it right. She's trying to make logic out of error. So you recognize the error, but now you're trying to correct it. It's like realizing you took a bad job. You moved. You uprooted your family, your dog, the cat. The hamster even got changed over. And then you get to the job and you discover, oh my God, I hate this. This is the worst job ever. And you stay there trying to make it right. Same thing. She's trying to make it right. Yeah. And it is mental. It's very mental. And it won't get better. It doesn't improve. The only shot she's got of it improving is if she met a guy who was psychotic about cleanliness. She needs a guy who is going to be on the verge of knocking her the fuck out. I hate to even put that out there, but like it's gone enough that she'd need to be snapped back into shape. I hate to say it that way. Without getting doctors and clinical help and medication in a timely fashion, which will not happen because the family will never address it as that being a mental issue. They won't address that. And she wouldn't address it. She's functional. She's still functional. And if everybody's just fucking, ain't nobody looking at the mess. Ain't nobody looking at that. It's plenty of dudes that'll fuck a woman in a back alley behind a dumpster. So most of y'all won't create barriers to getting the dick. You won't make obstacles. Like, I'm not coming over to your house to fuck unless it looks clean. If she wants the dick bad enough, she'll do it. She needs a guy like that. She needs a guy that she wants bad enough to correct herself. Fucked up. Because she doesn't want the relationship with the kids bad enough. That's probably... that they stopped being her reason for sanity the minute they could wipe their own ass. They no longer needed her. And as they grow up and get older and older, there's less neediness. Then they'll date. And the cycle keeps going. It's unfortunate. And now when you guys watch the Hoarder show, you'll feel worse, and I'm sorry. I know I just ruined the show for some of y'all. But I be watching it. I be like, damn, why they don't address the absentee of the males? Or the male's contribution to how shit got that way? You just cooked up a song title. You're welcome. But yes, y'all gotta make obstacles or have some rules. Have some rules. Y'all gotta stop fucking women that are laying around in filth first. That's gotta be like the biggest, that is the warning sign of the decade. A woman that will fuck you in a dirty home. You should run. Bearing children is a woman's cross to bear. Men can go, yeah. That's true, Texas Ranger. And that's the reason, if you saw the dick as furniture, you wouldn't be thinking, I gotta populate the earth with more of those. Natural selection may have a better effect if we stop looking at every person with the same level of walk down the aisle, get married, love. And especially since so many men are willing to present themselves as furniture, why aren't we paying attention? And while men shouldn't do that, men shouldn't populate and run, women shouldn't populate and run too. Works both ways. And chances are the woman with 6 kids saw the asshole in her partner before she popped out the second and the third. She probably saw some bullshit. Not all, but a good portion of them saw the bullshit and kept popping out kids. Two to tango, yes. Yeah. And I don't necessarily agree with running to the clinic and getting rid of things or children, but listen, if you're not going to be a good parent, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Take your ass to the clinic and don't bring someone into the world who's going to suffer. I don't. Too many people are doing it to hold on to somebody. Yes, Texas Ranger. And everybody is ready for that conversation. You dating it. You're dating the damaged goods of the questionable parenting. We all are. That's where I get the furniture theory from. If I expect nothing but dick, how can I be disappointed unless you suck in bed? I can't be, right? I can get my feelings hurt because I invested too much time. I could get my feelings hurt because maybe I thought you had more logic. Oops, thought you was smarter than that. My bad. But if I limit the intake, if I limit the emotional exchange, I think there are people, Rain Rose, who do want the connection. The problem is nobody's looking at them. Everybody's looking at the outside. And your mother, and nobody's gonna, okay, I apologize for anyone taking offense. I'm gonna say some real shit. Your mother is your first pimp. Relationships are confusing because your mother is your first fucking pimp. Who's the first person to tell you to make sure your spouse or the person you fall in love with has a good job and can take care of you? Your parents are the first person to tell you to go look for stuff before character. Nobody says make sure that, I don't care who loves you, just go get that guy who works at Taco Bell who has a heart, who loves you, who might have stiff dick to match, but all you see is that hat and the drive-through window. So if you're taught to go for the gold, the person who's dishing out the gold knows you're there for the gold. They're not stupid. They know. And they're going to treat you accordingly. The resentment builds. You sucked my dick before we got married. I spent $1 million on you. Now you don't suck my dick. And you're accusing me of fucking your friends. We spoil the riches from the get-go. Your parent tells you to go for the person who has education, who presents financial gain. That has nothing to do with love. That's why the girls are chasing the celebrities and the dudes with the gold chain. Your mother was your first fucking pimp. Oh, nobody wants to hear this data, Rain Rose. Nobody wants this data. 20 years in the adult entertainment industry, from stripper to porn star. I've heard all of y'all's men I chat with them all. They buy pictures of me naked. The first thing they want to do is send me pictures of their dick. Why? Because you won't look at it. Because the wife won't look at it. I bet if the wife says, send me a picture of your dick once a day, he would probably grow very tired of that. If you didn't place obstacles like all the rules of containment into a relationship, you would find out faster that your guy was a dog. You wouldn't waste your precious time on someone who hasn't lived out their sexual fantasies yet. Texas Ranger, she says go for a God-fearing man. So you will go for a man who fears classic data, who fears old religious text. So go for someone who's fear-based. Like all these little incorrect elements, and nobody says go for the person who loves you. They want to see that on the wedding day, I'm sure. They want to see it when you're unhappy. But nobody tells you to go for the love. And the kids who do have parents like that are so far and few. So lucky. So lucky. But we come out and we go for somebody who's broken. And then we get broken. And then we go on to break again. And it's just that hamster wheel that gets lost because we don't know how to communicate. We have expectations that are never discussed. You'll never be able to protect it fully. Yeah, it's impossible, but and if you go in, I think when I find new furniture, I like to ask questions that just let you, I want to hear how crazy you are. Because whatever they did in the last relationship is going to happen to you. And if you look at it that way, then you know it's coming. Your mother tells you to go for the person who loves you. See, chicken boy, it's different though for guys. Guys are told, go for the woman who's going to respect you, love you, blah, 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 blah. Go for the woman who's going to service you. The basics. While the woman is told to go for the provider. And it's told, you're being told to go out and find somebody you can use. Basically. Go find somebody you can use. Go lay up on them. Pop out some kids. Gain debt. And grow old together. Never want, never lust for anything else. Never look at the big fat booty walking by. Restrain yourself. Give, restrain. Give, restrain. We act like we're not humans. She told you if you focused on the Bible, you won't. And she's probably depressed, giving you information about being depressed, Texas Ranger. We go towards, you know what I'm saying? You date your parents. The first parental figures you know, you date. You may marry your parents. $12K in the hole later. Ooh. Yeah. Well, Rain Rose, I see what you wrote. There is more than that. Women now have to assume the role of men. you now have to assume the role of men. And so moving into that role, you have to learn how to disconnect the way they've been taught to disconnect. For mental health, everybody wants the emotional, you still want to have some bang, bang, bang. We all still like a little bang, bang, bang. We like a little love, a little kissing. You like your affection. But how do you get long term out of somebody who also has divorced parents? How do you get long term out of someone who maybe has parents who were never married? How do you expect things from people who were never taught that? How do y'all be expecting a father out of a guy who only knows how to make children, not raise them? And it's a little too late to put the shit back into the horse, to be fair. So now, ladies are just gonna have to have lady balls. Furniture. Because a lot of men, unfortunately, have decided that we are furniture. We're interchangeable parts. And that's where we are. And you'll be healthier, ladies, if you look at them the same way. They lack the properly hanging bookmarks. Right. And the unfortunate truth is there are a lot of men out there who, who really value sex. To them, sex is the love. Sex is love to those guys. What are you going to do? You can't teach somebody something they never learned. That's crazy. You'll try, though. But that's not how it works. It's unfortunate. It really is. Because everybody's got so much love and nurturing ability, but that person hasn't really understood the value of long-term stability. How can they give it to you? And that's so sad. I can't wait for them to make human robots. Human robots will be coming probably in the next 20 years or so. And then everybody will have someone that you can plug into the wall and is solar powered. And we'll be okay. Anyways. But hopefully guys like Chicken Boy and stuff won't be too scarred from the feminines that he encounters. Or she encounters. Sorry. We better respect human robots. Oh, moral of the story, love sucks. Well, love doesn't suck. It's misunderstood. Especially by people who don't know much about it. What are you going to do about that? But there is love out there. I can assure you of that. It may not be in the neighborhood you live in. It may look different than the package you were planning on. It might be a whole Build-A-Bear. It's out there, though. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I think the love is out there. I think just everybody's looking at the outside, not the inside, until it's too late. You want the good-looking partner, but The good-looking partner has options. The person who would love you deeply forever and ever. This is fucked up. The person who's going to love you forever is probably the person who doesn't look nearly as good as you do. One of y'all has to be kind of needy. One of you has to enjoy the neediness of the other. One of you has to know that you will never do better than the other person. There has to be value. One of you has to enjoy your partner being somewhat of a fan. I think when it's too equal, you have opinions, personal beliefs. I see what you wrote, Texas Ranger. That's hilarious. Yes, hopefully you can become a chicken man. That's good. That's good. All right, you guys. I hope you don't. I don't want you guys to take away from this that love sucks. It doesn't. But there's a high probability love might suck where the fuck you live. You might have too many people around that you know, too many energies operating on the same frequency. I said this the other night. You might have to get on a plane and go to another country and get you some foreign wang. Who needs you? You might have to go, might have to do some different shit. That's all. Love isn't exactly a 1, 2, 3 electric boogie slide. It's not a dance. It's all different for everyone. So I don't want y'all to give up because you're beautiful and you have great love to give. But it doesn't belong to just anybody. That's the thing. And some really are and most will be furniture. Most will be furniture. All right, you guys. If you guys have any reading ideas or something, drop it in the comments and I'll check it out and try to add that to my title cards of things we could talk about. Hope it was all helpful. Everybody can't have your love is the moral of the story. Rain Rose. Everybody's not good enough for your love, but they might be good enough for your backside and furniture. There, I said it. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening or morning. And remember, you are well. Like, comment, and subscribe. The more the merrier. You guys get some rest. Good night, guides and guidesses. You guys get some rest.